Are ready, and Boss Cookie has left the session already. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Breakout Racing League. And it's Tier 1. It is a new season. We're here for what is sure to be an action-packed season. 20 drivers. Hopefully, Boss Cookie can get back in. And joining me for here in Tier 1 is Redeemer. Welcome.
Hello.
There we go, chat. I got the game audio back on. I was very silent for a second there, and we are all good to go. Yes, welcome, Duva. 20 drivers here, and sure to be a fascinating Grand Prix season overall.
Yeah, and if it's anything like what Tier 2 was a few minutes ago, it's sure to be action-packed, as Tier 1 usually is. A lot of drivers opting for the medium so far. Probably about half the grid almost for these mediums to start out with quali.
Excuse me, chat. I've got the chat open right now. Let's, I'll go time. There we go. Let me just go through real quickly here all the teams for you all. Just real quickly here, and we'll go through just everything real quick before we tackle into qualifying. Chandler Sater, as the great Rick James would say. Shout out to Rick James, of course, the legend who did T1 last season, and Rick James TV. Great guy. Who knows, he may return to the Breakout Racing Leagues in the future. Great legend. But Chandler Sater, the man who got many wins towards the end of the season in T1 here, and he's on the controller at the moment because his wheel's dead. So, good luck to Chandler. Good luck to him. And then, of course, his teammate is XF1, and XF1 always the one for a smoky for the podium, ladies and gentlemen. Then we got Ferrari, the SRX boys, Sihan and Sinav in the Ferraris. And then we got, who we got? We got the Red Bulls as well, Hoopalicious and Ferrari Nuts 94 back here in the Red Bull. And then we've got, who we got to go for next? We go for the McLarens. We got Louis in the McLaren, and then we got Driggs. I know a bit more about Driggs. Tier 3 last season, and was a very good competitive driver. And we'll see how Driggs goes this season. We'll go the Haas boys, Deer Hunter and Fast AD. Of course, don't forget, there's a few, I can't speak English at the moment. We've got a few of these guys are reserves, so just want to point that out. I don't have that list on me, but yes, a few drivers in as reserves. We've got Drunken Shamrock in the Aston Martin, and then we've got Edu in the Aston Martin tonight, just tonight, here. And we've got, what a team this is going to be, ladies and gentlemen. Neymar and Boss Cookie in the Alpine. I've spoken about it before, that these two, it could be either crazy or could go really well for them. We'll have to wait and see. And who have we got left? We got Aston Martin. Ritzy will love Aston Martin. Oh, sorry, Alfa Romeo. We got Bailey, and we got Supply Raptor. And Fettucci's going up to second in the AlphaTauri, who is the reserve. His teammates here tonight, of course, is Mort Moo Moo. Some of you might know Moo Moo Milk, of course. And that is the field.
Forgetting about the Williams boys, Mitchie.
Well, they probably would expect me to forget about them. That's Finfair, my former co-commentator in Tier 3 a long time ago, and of course B-Dunk in P11. So, there we go. 26-3, Deer Hunter on the top at the moment.
Yeah, these guys are going to just do some banker laps, get some times in, and then obviously the track is going to ramp up as B-Dunk goes P2. But a 10th, 0.11 behind Deer Hunter. Fast AD goes P4. Boss Cookie is back in the section. That's good to see.
So we got Edu starting off lap time here right now, and Louis goes to the top, 25.928 wow. In the McLaren, and doing a superb job there at the moment.
Shamrock did 27.999. Wow. Talk about being on the cusp of 28.
Yeah, exactly right. Here's Moo Moo. Mort Moo move, or as he comes into the lane, actually. And Axe now crosses the line, and Axe will go to P6. So Axe goes to P6 on the medium tyres. Difference of a strategy, of course, around here at the moment. And Edu about to finish off his lap time here at the moment. But 25.928 Louis at the moment, top of the tree.
Yeah, Hoopalicious was on a lap on his mediums. I think he backed out of it. Must be he wasn't happy with one of the corners that he went through. He's just gonna back out of it and regroup. As Edu, like you were saying, ahead, and one of the SRX boys coming through behind Hoopalicious.
Well, here comes Edu now to cross the line, and let's see where the reserve driver for tonight will go, as the Aston Martin driver goes to P4, and not a bad time there from Edu at the moment, as SRX Jarad goes to P5. So very interesting so far with 11 minutes in. Not much really happening here at the moment. Hoop now on a lap time now, and well, we're trying to see if he can move his way up through the field here at the moment. Of course, this season, no Brazilian, no New Zealander, so we're going to have a new champion for the first time in a while. So they'll be very interested to see who that could be here in Tier 1. 24 rounds, of course. So many rounds, so much action, so many races. Who knows what can go down. But it was yellow flag there for a second, but I think it was just a car letting the car through.
Yeah, while you were doing that, Mitchie, Zinav
Yes.
hit a purple sector 2. He's going to come across the line first, followed by Supply Raptor, who invalidated their lap time.
Can he beat a 25.9? No, he cannot. It's only going to be 26.6, but still puts him P4, so pretty good by the Ferrari driver.
And Boss Cookie has invalidated his lap time. Hoopalicious is still going slow.
No, never mind. That's just me. My brain going crazy here at the moment. But yeah, Hoop going slow here at the moment. And yeah, sorry about that, Cam. It's just a Twitch feed. Yeah, it's just a Twitch feed. But just want to point out here to everybody in the chat that Tier 1 will be, well, not quite different. Probably the quality of stream may be a little bit different in the coming weeks' time, since I will start streaming on through PC, through my PC. Just got to get a few things sorted out, edge the irons, and we should be good to go. And who knows, may even get a tasty little layout on the screen, and who knows, maybe do an intro. Who knows? Wait and see. I'll be talking to Skip and Mav about that in the coming weeks of ideas and see what they think. So, yeah. But I don't know how long we've got to go here at the moment, folks, because the yellow flag is just covering the timer, and that's one of the most annoying things I do not like about this new spectator mode in F1 2021, that the yellow flag just covers the timer every time.
I was going to guess there was like 10 minutes left, and I looked at it, it said 9:10. I was just like, oh, that's a little bit off there, but yeah, we'll go for it. Ferrari in the second sector coming through turn 11. I know this is an issue for the guys in the Tier 2 race. He's going to come through turn 12. He's going to keep it nice and tidy. He's not going to lose the rear end like a couple guys in Tier 2 did.
Well, I mean, that's just a def corner, that one. So.
Yeah, the rear of the car is just, it doesn't want to stay planted, and obviously, you know, we've seen the consequences. Starnut's going to navigate. Who just jumped? That was FinFan going to P3.
Nice. Well, the fastest in time trial is Ferrari, goes to P16. I am going to go on board here for a lap with Muma here. Let me just take this all off here for a second, everybody. Let me get this all right. There we go. All right, let's go on board for a lap here around the Bahrain Grand Prix real quickly here with the AlphaTauri. In turn 1, of course, the action is always intense around here, turn 1 and turn 2. Maybe not like the tiers we see this week, and the commentator's curse has arrived. the AlphaTauri has gone around. Let's just ignore what I was about to start.
Happened last
season.
Beadunk is starting his lap in P4 at the moment. He's going to keep it nice and tight through turns 1, 2, and 3. Coming up to turn number 4, he's going to go wide, get the best apex he can on turn 4. Very nicely done by Beadunk. Coming through, he is not improved on his first sector. Coming through the S section, coming down into turn number 8. Now he's going to lock up that right front tire. Got a little bit of traffic ahead with the hats. I believe that is Deer Hunter. Neymar's going to get out of the way as he's almost going to spin it.
We'll stick with this either way.
And I think he's going to back out of it. Drunken Shamrock behind is on a lap as well.
And of course, Beadunk has to do that. And of course, Drunken Shamrock through here at turn 13. Tough part of the circuit. You've got to absolutely get it right. This is the DRS because, well, not DRS, excuse me. Get the run here. If you get the perfect run, you get the run on the straight to go for the move. And that's what the most important part of this track will be. As Drunken Shamrock now to the line. What will it be? 26.5 for Drunken Shamrock. As I get everything back up on screen.
Supplier Raptor going P9, I think it was. Splitting the two ZRX boys. SRX boys, my mistake there.
That's why I just say their last name. Because it's too difficult to say their team's name.
Yeah, I'm going to throw this up there now before I forget. If I botch anyone's name while I'm doing commentary, I apologize.
I mean, it's just natural for me to do it since I'm from a different country.
Yeah.
So
you have an excuse. I'm just here for more support. As Bailey jumped to P3, we missed that.
Yeah, Bailey dropped to P3 a little bit ago. I'm going to say boy with Feta, who's purple middle sector, but of course this game, ladies and gentlemen, purple middle sectors, it doesn't mean anything. As Feta now will come around the last corner. And let's see what Feta Cheese can do. Can he move his way up a few positions here? He does. P4 for the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, I'm on board with two Ferraris. First, it's going to be Serhan coming through with the purple Sector 2, and Zenav with the purple Sector 2 is better. What is...
I don't know what happened there. As Zenav now 2 temps up at the moment. Could move himself up here a little bit because look at the times here. He could maybe jump up into P4 for the Ferrari driver. Crosses the line and it's only P7.
Eddie was going to come across the line. He's going to jump up to P4.
P4. Doing a superb job here at the moment. And yeah, very interesting to say the least. And yeah, who knows what Feta was doing there. You know, those reserve drivers, they're...
Were you on board when it happened, or...?
No! And Chandler having fun on the controller.
I bet he is pretty upset with that.
I hope not. I think Chandler probably knows what was... He has said he knew what was going to happen here.
Yeah,
being on the controller, so...
It's tough when you go from a wheel for... I don't know how long Chandler's been on a controller. Excuse me. But it's tough to go from a wheel to a controller after so long, you know. And I'm going from a controller from 2018 through 2019 and 2020 to learning on how to run on a wheel as... Drix is going to go P5.
In the McLaren. Drix in Tier 3 last season, and he was a very good driver in Tier 3 and now bringing up to Tier 1 here at the moment. But, yeah, Chandler's only recently got control. He'll be back on wheel very soon. And the one thing for Chandler that will be good for him is that it is a very long season. So it's not like last season where it's only like 15 rounds and you've got to really get your points as quickly as possible. Whereas in a 24-round championship, you can maximise your failures and get those points back at certain points of the season. So, yeah. As Boss Cookie now on a lap. Boss Cookie here, racing in the Alpine. Him and Neymar 15th and 18th right now. So it's interesting here at the moment in Tier 1. Well, first sector's usually correct. It's usually the middle sector that is correct. Now, chat, real quickly, give us who you think's going to get pole position. I just forgot who you think's going to take the pole, who's going to take it, because I honestly do not know. A Deer Hunter in P2, Deer Hunter in P2. Deer Hunter the GOAT, as now Mimu, I should. Yeah, I'm just going to say Mimu because he's once upon a time was Mimu. But right, see what he can do. P9. There's so many. I watch out Fast AD here because actually no Hoop, because Hoop. This is a fast lap. This is a timed lap. This is his hot lap. And let's see what Hoop can do here in the Red Bull. Looking to get to the line, and he wants to start at the back. He wants to start outside the top 10. Ooh. Yes. Go on board here with Axe, because Axe will be one of the next ones to cross the line here, because there's a lot of drivers out there on their out laps right now, about to get set for this final run, and be to see how it all plays out here for Axe. 1.2 seconds up. That's be looking good here for the Mercedes driver, and he'll want to move his way out through the field to try to get into that top 10. So yeah, Hoopson outside the top 10, and that's actually not a bad strategy, honestly, with this game. But his Axe goes second. P2. So what Boss Cookie can do? Can he shock us all? Can he shock everybody? Cookie to the line. It's not going to be the top, but it's going to be in the top few. Yeah, it's P6. B-Dunk. Only 7th. Fin, not enough for him. He has invalidated his time, as now we got Drunken Shamrock next to be one of the runners to cross the line. Louis improves even more, 25.765 for the McLaren. He goes to the top. What can Drunken Shamrock do? Round the last corner, and he's done. He wants to start outside the top 10. Sirhan now next to cross the line here, and Endu as well. Endu will be, yep, and here comes Sirhan to the line. It's not enough for him. Deer Hunter has lifted off. We're done. Unless Mimu... No, it's not enough. He's done. So that is pole position for VRA Louis. 25.765 here in qualifying. And what a session. And down bad. Well, who knows, because P17 start on the alternate strategy might be a pretty good option. It's I don't know how strong it is in this game, but it is a pretty strong option for you to do. So yeah, so it's looking pretty good here at the moment. And wow, And I just want to say real quickly, shout out to our good friend, Mr. Taco Man. I know his chat's having a watch party. Hello to you all. Love you all. But, Dima, what a session. And pole for Louis. And shout out to Axe as well in P2, just absolutely superb. The Assetto Corsa Competition commentator, don't forget you can watch that tomorrow here on Breakout Racing League Twitch. But there's the results. Hooper Chandler, P17, P18. I don't think some people would be expecting that, even though Chandler is on controller, of course. But what a session that is. Qualifying, the first qualifying of the season, first of 24. And boy, we're going to rub our hands together because, boy, it was entertaining hills because I think we got Louis at the top looking very strong, but we had a bit of a mix throughout the field, and that just shows that this season is going to be absolutely superb here in Tier 1. And real quickly, Rick James, TV1 in the chat, sending the love. Again, folks, follow that great man of former commentator Tier 1. He streams almost every day on a lot of races on iRacing and NASCAR he goes as well. Absolute great legend of a streamer. Follow him out. We've got so many great legend streamers a part of this great BRL community. And we're all here. We're all showing the love. And let's go into the first of this season, folks, because I'm going to ask you the big question every week, Dima. Who you think's going to win and who could be a surprise? Just take a guess. That's what we love to do here. And chat, do the same thing. Take a guess who you think's going to win, because it is what do you get? You just get pride for actually predicting the winner. But who knows? I think it could be a lot of surprises here. I think Hoop's a very good chance. If Hoop stays out of trouble in this first stint, Hoop could be a very good chance. Yes. Okay. Just real quick, do you have your audio included? Because apparently we can't hear you. Well, that's a problem. Speak. Speak real quick. Let us know chat real quick. Because if not, well, it's going to be a solid, because I really don't want to restart the stream for the first race of the season. So, yes, it's Louis, it's Axe, Deer Hunter, Bailey, and Edu. That is your top 5. And I'll get to your chat in just a second, because we're about to get underway for 24 races. I hope I got that correctly. For what is sure to be a action-packed season here in Tier 1. We got Louis in P1 for the McLaren. then it's Axe, then it's Deer Hunter, Bailey and Edu, Hoop at the back, and Chandler on the controller. As we are just awaiting for the lights to go out. And they've gone quick, they're going crazy. We're about to get on the way for Tier 1 here in Bahrain. We're racing. And it looks like it's a superb start by Louis in position number 1. Axe has gone a very good start. He pulls to the left to defend off any cars behind him, but it's Louis that leads. Bailey moves up at the P2 possibly. Looks pretty clean at the back. Everybody cleanly through at the moment, and everybody doing superbly here at the start of this one. But Louis leads. Axe, Bailey, Edu and Deer Hunter P5 right now. But look at this, it's almost about 3 or 4 wide behind. And everybody battling for position here at the moment. But, oh, Mimic has a moment, and it's 3 wide. God help us all, because it's going to get intense here at the moment. Boss Cookie and, oh, boy, settle down, boys, settle down, settle down, settle down. Oh, boy, and there goes Hoop. I said it, didn't I? If he had to stay out of trouble. That's the danger of being at the back. That's the danger, and that's cost Hoop there. And wow, it was just absolutely tense. But Louis leads. Axe, Bailey, Edu, and D Hunter. That's the field here at the moment on lap 1 of this Grand Prix. Yeah, exactly right. It's Louis now fastest lap, obviously, here at the moment. And Redeemer, unfortunately, we can't hear you. I don't know what's happened there, because I'm pretty sure everyone could hear you in qualifying. So, yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't know, but I want to point out here, folks, as B-Dunk goes for the move, soon I'll be on PC, so these dramas will not be an issue for Tier 1, so, yeah. You can always shout out to me if anything goes wrong, by the way. So, or you can, it's up to you, Dima. So, it's Louis that leads, Axe, Bailey, Edu, B-Dunk throughout the field here at the moment, Sinav, P7 here at the moment. And we're on lap 2 of 21. A lot going down here at the moment. It's Bailey now. I think Axe has just made the move, or Axe was behind Bailey. Yeah, Axe up in the P2 doing a superb job for the Mercedes. And doing very well here at the moment. Edu P4, B-Dunk P5. But look at the pack here at the moment. Sinav up here at the moment. Moo up there at the moment. Driggs and now FinFan. Oh, Boss Cookie's around. No, it's a great job for him for his return. And Ferrari nuts and fast AD coming up behind. Hoop now is at the back of this group. Oh, and he got so close to the Haas. And here comes Bailey and Axe battling out here at the moment. These two battling out really hard here at the moment. And Bailey now holding on to Axe. As now Axe looks for the move here on Bailey. Side by side, these two will go. And Axe out. Look at Bailey trying to fight back. And Bailey have to sit behind. So Axe now P2 and Bailey P3 here at the moment. So these two battling out really hard. Some great racing here at the moment here in Tier 1. And it's only lap 3, folks. It's only lap 3. As Sinav now P7. Trying to get close here to D Hunter P6, B-Dunk up there in P5, and Louis up the front in P4, doing a superb job here for the McLaren. And, wow, I think, whilst no drama happens for him behind, I think he will be in a great place towards the end of this race. Chandler Sater, P15 at the moment, Supply Raptor, 16, trying to come up behind him, and Boss Cookie trying to get up in this fight. And it's very intense between these back runners, because all these guys are very hungry. They want to make moves. They want to get through the field. And Supply Raptor now trying to see if he can get past Chandler. Oh, there's contact, and he is around. Jesus, now Bailey and Axe going in again. I just have this feeling this could go on for lap after lap. Bailey and Axe could go for lap after lap. Absolutely insane, these two at the moment. And I tell you what, Louis will be looking behind, licking his lips, because it will be absolutely gorgeous when he sees what's going on behind him. Sinav now trying to see if he can... Oh, Deer Hunter's gone! Oh, and thank God for ghosting! Thank God for ghosting, because wow, that was almost death. As Deer Hunter's trying to hold on here at the moment. Oh my goodness me, that was almost just a scary, scary moment there. But now Driggs looks for the move. And, oh, movement, loose couple of positions. FinFan now goes up into P8. And these guys are just going absolutely for it here at the moment. For everybody that wants to know, we'll keep an eye on penalties later in the races. Now Feta moves his way up into P9 at the moment. Drunken Shamrock up there at the moment. Drunken Shamrock doing a superb job in the Aston Martin. Of course, he is as now... Oh, and the AlphaTauri looks like he's got damage. Don't know where he possibly could have got it, everybody. Don't know where. So, yeah, down bad for the AlphaTauri driver. Let's go back up through the field. Louis still leads. Bailey second. Axe third. Edu fourth. B-Dunk fifth. And we've got FinFan and Driggs getting close to each other here at the moment. The best of the soft tire runners is Feta G's. The Tier 3, T4 screaming commentator up here in P9 at the moment. It's too early in the day for me to be screaming. Commentator with Rick James last season to allow me not to scream. Patience is the key, ladies and gentlemen. But we're on lap 5 of 29. It's pretty easy as she goes here at the moment. But Bailey now has gotten away from Axe here at the moment. So Bailey's gone away from Axe. It's over the second mark. So Axe has got to get to work here, because Bailey will pull away. 2.6 seconds between Louis and Bailey here at the moment. And the McLaren now is forging ahead, but only just. Edu right there behind. B-Dunk's in there as well. And everybody now is just absolutely going for it here at the moment. FinFan looks for the move here on Driggs. Look at the defending behind. Everybody's trying to cut the slipstream off of each other. As Siran goes for the move here on Deer Hunter. And he goes a little too deep. Deer Hunter doesn't look for it. He's going to go to the left. And can he? No, he's just not good enough. No, he's going to go for it. Beautifully done. Has he got it done yet? Oh, a little bit of a how do you do. And Deer Hunter makes his way up into P11 here at the moment. So Zihan goes down to P12. And Neymar up into P13, the Alpine driver. So trying to see where he can possibly go here at the moment. And the AlphaTauri has pinned again. That's a shame. That's a real shame. But Louis still leads. 2.5 seconds is the gap. And it's gotten to that phase of the race, everybody, that it's calm. Everyone's not really gaining much from the car ahead, and it's pretty much wait and see till the pit stops. That's pretty much the situation here at the moment. So let's see how things will go. And Rizzi say it'll be right for Hoop, yeah. Well, Hoop right now, P14. I feel like if that spin did not happen, he would be probably in that 6th, 7th, 8th mark at the moment. Possibly, but who knows, really, how it could have gone. As now Feta now is through on Driggs. Feta looking the goods here at the moment, as now Driggs looks to fight him back. Driver's been very respectable. Driggs looking for around the outside. And not enough. Feta goes a little bit diff, trying to take the Hamilton line. But you don't want to take the Hamilton line as Axe is around. Oh, one of my favourite commentators, Axe F1 around. Luckily, he has not got damage. He may have got slight little bit damage, but he is okay. That brings Edu up into P3. Oh my goodness me. As now Axe now. Sirhan now trying to pick up the pieces. So will Neymar. Here comes Sirhan now trying to see if he can possibly get on this move, because these two behind are on the hard tyres. They're going to be going very long into this race. Sirhan round the outside and gets it done beautifully. It's Neymar goes for it on Axe. Only just. And that could have ended badly, as Hoop now will come through as well. So it's intense here at the moment, as B-Dunk is in. First of the runners in. I suspect Hards, and I am correct. Yellow flag, it's a Mercedes. It's the other Mercedes, it's Chandler. Well, folks, it's not a good day for Mercedes. It's not good at all for Mercedes here at the moment. Fetter's around. Oh my goodness me. That's not good. Feder around, and Feder was in a great position in this race. Oh, you got to feel bad for him. You really do. As now, D Hunter's had a moment as well. Tier 1 is absolutely going off here at the moment. No one's retired, but boy oh boy, it's going off. Ferrari now comes through on Feder Cheese now. He's up at a P12, and the fastest lap was done by Mimu.
Oh, FinFan goes around.
P20. Oh, and FinFan's around. What is going on? Everybody's just having huge moments here in Tier 1 at the moment. Everyone's having spins. Everyone's spinning around. Because
Richie,
I'm spinning around.
The party, re-invite me. I want to see if that fixes it.
Okay.
If not, I have no idea what to do.
As Sirhan, I will invite Dima in just a second to see if we can get Dima back in. As now Neymar looks Hoop through. And real quickly, I apologise, chat. I really do apologise. I apologise. There we go. I invite Dima back. We'll see how it goes. As now Neymar seeing what he can possibly do if he can close up here on Hoopalicious. And now FinFan sitting there behind after his mistakes.
So
and,
I just got
Dima,
pinged.
try and talk. Yes.
Yeah, I just got pinged by Ritzy, and he said they heard me, and then I left.
Ah. Can we hear Dima now, everybody?
Hello, I'm alive.
Can we hear Dima now? Watch.
Ritzy says it works. We're back.
We're all good now. We're back. Dima is back. Twitch is a pain. As I said again, once I start streaming through my PC, we won't have to worry about those issues, because it's just going to be issues through my end. As Sihan and FinFan, but Luis still leads on lap 10 of 29.
Man, these guys are pushing these soft compound tires as far as they can go.
They're going to mediums. They're absolutely going to mediums.
Yeah, I mean, FinFan with that spin, and he's still out there in PA at the moment. Defending from Sirhan behind on hards. And then Neymar's chasing down Hoop, who just had a moment.
Man, the top contenders that I'm expecting at the front are just... I'm sorry if I keep saying down bad, but down bad. It's being part of the BRL Discord. Seriously, I've said it so many times. Sitting there behind, but everybody's pretty much distanced themselves at the moment, because a few guys have come in. Of course, B-Dunk, the first of the pit stoppers.
Chandler
I think that's Chandler again. Now, if Chandler does crash out, I can tell you this right now. There's a 90% chance I'll bring out a safety car because this game, the virtual does not exist. So,
I can concur.
Yeah, I concur from races that I've commentated on so far this season in league racing on this game that virtual just some reason does not exist. As Louis, Bailey, and Edu P3 here at the moment, and Drunken Shamrock. Drunken Shamrock in a very good position as well. Keep an eye on him, see what time he may gain towards the end of this race, as Senav is now in the lane.
Yeah, and they put on the mediums. I think they were on the softs, weren't they? I can't remember. As
Softs,
Luis
yes.
had a moment.
Soft runners. Oh, sorry for the scrolling, chat. Sorry for the scrolling. Excuse me. As Bailey now close here on the lead.
I just happened to look up from my phone and I saw there was a yellow flag. I looked up and Luis's gap was just gone.
That's why you're here, because I miss stuff like that. As Bailey now is right on the lead. Now, what Bailey needs to do here is be patient. Don't try to go for the move. The pit stops are coming. Just be patient. Keep calm. Keep near Louis. Or hell, even try to undercut Louis here on the pit stop.
I mean, the camera angle that I have, Mitchie, from the TV offboard, I've changed it as Chandler's. Oh, that is Axe. That is spun in the same corner as he did a couple laps ago.
They're both in. They're both in.
As Edu is going to come in as well.
Yep. And Drunken Shamrock will be going for quite a while. Expect Drunken Shamrock to probably come in around 17, 18, 19. As, yep, medium tyres all on here at the moment. As Bailey's ahead!
What a pit stop from Alfa Romeo, but where does B-Dunk come in? B-Dunk is going to get past these two guys.
Yep, B-Dunk will get ahead. And Supply Raptor could be an issue here. And Supply... Oh, there's contact between Supply Raptor and Louis. Oh my goodness me. As now B-Dunk now 2-second lead here at the moment over Bailey. So, wow, what a pit stop from Alfa Romeo. As that is Sector 2, it's Mercedes. As Edu and Sinav going out of here. And Edu now holds on. It looks like the Aston Martin crew may have had a pretty not good pit stop either. So, interesting here at the moment. Boss Cookie gets a time penalty, but my goodness me, it's all happening here at the moment. So B-Dunk is the top man at the moment here, Dima. 1.3 seconds, so Bailey's going to be coming on those medium tyres. So for B-Dunk, it's just going to be wait and see what he can do here, really.
Yeah, exactly. And he went onto those hards pretty early, so he's got some decent temperature in those tires. As versus, Bailey and Luis, who just barely came in for those mediums, as... I believe it is Chandler just getting out of the way.
I think we're going to see a few yellow flags from Mr. Chandler Sota. But Louis now, DRS.
Feta is chasing Bailey down Fast AD. He's not going to look for the move on the inside.
Louis just got the move done too easily. Bailey just couldn't really do anything, as now that is... our great man from AlphaTauri around. Emu around. So that's a shame. He might still have the fast slap maybe, but what's happening behind here? We've got Sinaf and Supply Raptor. Supply Raptor yet to pit here at the moment. And Sinaf says, thank you very much, holds the position. So Supply Raptor looks like he's got a bit of pace here under these hard tyres here at the moment. There is the gap for you all between Drunken Shamrock and the leaders who have pitted. 12 seconds, so we just see if any time is gained for Drunken Shamrock. What Drunken Shamrock needs is for there to be a battle for the leaders. That's what he needs if he wants to gain that time to be up the front towards the end of this race. That's what he'll need. So we'll keep an eye on that gap to see, but he's got quite a few laps before he'll come into the lane.
Yeah, and I had missed it, Mitchie, but Feta got past Fast AD somewheres on the track.
Yeah,
And now Ferrari
that's
Nut is
another.
looking for a move on Fast, but he's also going to have DRS on Feta,
But
and he's going to box. No,
but
he's going to
Louis
throw the
now's
dummy.
gonna go for the move here on B Dunk and gets it done. So Louis now through. Bailey has to do this move. Yeah, Bailey had to do it. There was no option. You had to go for the move, or Louis would have been a second ahead by the next corner. So Louis now leads, and Bailey now. Meanwhile, Ferrari Nut and Fast AD now going at it here at the moment. But one on the hard tyres, one on the medium tyres. As can he look? Ferrari Nuts. Keep an eye on here. See if he gets enough. No, it's not going to be enough. So Ferrari Nut holds back here in P7. But of course, the top 7 yet to pit.
I think Hoopalicious is also closing in the gap on Drunken Shamrock. Neymar is just kind of staying with Hoop, just staying in his DRSs. That is, I think,
oh, that's
Boss
an Alpine.
Cookie.
Yeah, Boss Cookie around. Not a great start to Boss Cookie's season. His teammate doing a pretty good job in P3. His teammate's pretty much just staying with Hoop, as now Louis gets past Ferrari Nut. Bailey will have to come through here very shortly. But will Ferrari Nut fight here, Louis? Because Ferrari Nut have had enough, but Fast AD signed down here up ahead. This could get ugly here, but Fast AD has come in. So, but he still gets that DRS either way. Bailey has to come through if he doesn't get this move done. But look at Ferrari Nut gain that margin on Louis, and Bailey, that's not good for him, because now Louis is going to close that margin away. That is not good for him, for the Alfa Romeo driver.
Well, I think Ferrari, he's just trying to stay out there. Bailey is going to look for a move on the inside of turn 4, and he's going to get that move done.
Had to do it.
Sector 2, I think that's Mew again.
Mew around. And
I think Ferrari not what Ferrari not did by letting Bailey go is Ferrari is just like, this isn't my fight. Just let him go by. As he's on 14 lap old hards, he's battling the likes of the guys down in the bottom and the guy ahead that have him pit. But Feta, he's up there in P5. Sirhan's up there in P4 on the hards. Neymar in P3 on the hards. Hoop P2 on the mediums, and same thing with Shamrock in P1.
You see, so you see the gap. It's about 6 seconds between Louis and Drunken Shamrock. As that is Edu and Sinav. Sinav now through on Edu, so Sinav now moves his way up into position. And B-Dunk now is the next one across to pass Ferrari Nut, as Feta now is in. And B-Dunk now through on Ferrari Nut. So this could be looking like our top 3 here at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see once these pit stops happen, or a safety car, because you never know,
put on a
that could come out. Lap 16? Ooh.
I mean, I saw this from a safety car standpoint. They can make it from a safety car, but from hard racing like this, it's going to be a tall order from Feta.
We think in chat, that's a bold move in my opinion, but you never know. You never know. It could change any moment, as Neymar still just sticking behind Hoop here at the moment. Neymar's just pretty much using Hoop as DRS.
Yeah, Sirhan's going to let Louis by. Sorry to cut you off there, Mitchie.
No, it's okay. Louis through, and the McLaren driver is doing superbly here at the moment, pulling away from Bailey after that mistake early on in the race. And it's lap 16.
In the back in turn 10, Boss Cookie and Deer Hunter are fighting for position. Let's see, Hoop is gonna box along with Neymar. No, Neymar is just wanted to get the toe.
Well, Neymar's on the hard tyres, so Neymar probably will go a little bit longer, as soft tyres go on now for Hoopalicious. He is going to be down the field here And he's going to be behind Ferrari Nut and Driggs while Ferrari's actually come in. So then it's Driggs. There's a Ferrari around. It's Sihan.
Yeah, really old, hard compound tires are starting to get a little bit worn.
Now he comes the way down, trying to see if he can get close here to Neymar. I suspect probably see Drunken Shamrock in this lap. Hoop is down in P11 here at the moment, as that's just the Mercedes lane through, and Neymar either went deep or he's just letting the leader through. Well, it's soon to be leader through, and Louis now 1.9 seconds to Drunken Shamrock. It's a big margin over him between him and Bailey right now, so it's looking like the McLaren stay here at the moment, but it's still a long way to go. I think the real battle here at the moment is going to be for P3 and see if anyone can hunt down B-Dunk.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, B-Dunk's got that gap over Zenev, but Zenev's on those 3-lap pressure mediums. And then Edu shortly behind on 1-lap newer mediums than Zenev is. So it's going to be a battle as Neymar is in, Shamrock is stayed out.
Look at this battle here. Ferrari now and Boss Cookie now, and Supply Raptor in there behind us. Ferrari not go for the move. Yes, he does. Oh, close between the two. And this is a tasty battle here behind at the back of the pack. Keep an eye on this real quickly, as Supply Raptor's absolutely hungry for a move. Feta Cheese with the fastest lap of the race so far. If he stays in that top 10, he'll get an extra point, of course. As now Boss Cookie seeing if he can get close here to Ferrari. No, it's not going to be enough. And Sihan way down the field here at the moment as Boss Cookie trying to defend off Supply Raptor. Oh no, we don't want contact here, boys. And very good racing between the two. Maybe a little love tap shimmy there. As now Fast AD in this fight as well. Oh, and Cookie goes wide. It's 3 wide. Oh no. As Boss Cookie holds the position either way. And Raptor, P15 and Fast AD. That fight between those three are probably not over yet. Meanwhile as well, Louis has passed Drunken Shamrock.
Yeah, I missed that. I was watching Edu chasing down Zenev. I wonder if Chat actually got a bowl of popcorn for this race, Mitchie. You know, I don't know why that popped into my head just barely, but
yeah.
Shamrock is now Shamrock.
I think he's staying out for a bit too long there, might hurt him, but he's going to be on the fresher soft tyres either way. But do remember, folks, if the safety car came
went a little bit wide on the final corner. Let's see if Hoop gets in front of Shamrock. He is going to. Feta is going to. Neymar is going to go ahead of Shamrock. So Shamrock lost a lot of time to Neymar there by staying out. I think it was those extra 3 laps, Mitchie.
Now, I just want to point out here as well, don't forget these soft tyre runners. If the safety car comes out, they will be in a very, very interesting position because, I mean, we may see a lot of the front runners stay out anyway, but boy, fresh soft tyres on the safety car restart would be very handy indeed. But Sinav closing right here on B-Dunk. This is your top 3 at the moment.
As there's still a 4-way fight for P13. They're 3 wide going into turn number 9. 8, sorry. Well, Cookie is going to send it down the inside of Deer Hunter.
I'm going to apologise to those 3 at the back because I'm going to stay on board with this battle here for 3rd because this is an important battle.
A little bit of contact between Fast and
Edu. Edu now trying to see if he can close up here on this fight, but Sinav now wanting to get close for the move. This is for 3rd, and Sinav should get this done. Yeah, he will. Sinav goes through, and Edu should come through as well. And now does Edu try to get a bit of momentum here to go for the move here on Sinav? If he can, no, he's not going to be close enough to get the run. Neymar with the fastest lap of the race, so these 3 are going to be close up top. But look at the margin between FinFan and B-Dunk. It's 10 seconds, but speaking of B-Dunk, B-Dunk's trying to fight back here, and Endu, it's not going to be enough. As there's a yellow flag, it is probably Chandler again. And surprisingly, we have not had any sign of the safety car. No retirements either, especially in a track like Bahrain where you usually see spin-outs and wheels coming off. Here at this track, it's our hoop now for Andrix.
Yeah, I've been watching this fight as Boss Cookie is spun. That's really unfortunate. He was battling for P14.
Yeah, Boss Cookie down in P17. Not much really to fight for as Chandler's retired in the pit lane. The commentator in me is kind of disappointed, but he did do the right thing, because if he retired on track, it would be a very naughty thing.
I'm going to give him props, Mitchie, for doing the best he could on the pad.
Yes,
controller.
Absolutely.
As Feta is going to get past Drix on the final straight before turn 14. Feta's also on the softs.
Endu and Sinav are about to go at it here. Hoop and FinFed now. Hoop goes through. Now Hoop's going to catch up to this fight here very soon. And let's just hope that no one gets caught up here with Chandler's car, and Chandler's car rightly moves out of the way. As Hoop now through the field. 9 seconds to get to that pack.
Can he do it within 9 laps?
If anyone can do it, Hoop can. So we'll wait and see what goes down. Feta, who spun earlier in the race, down in P8 here at the moment. And everything is absolutely going down. And yeah, Ritzy saying about B-Dunk's mistake. Well, yeah, that is true. But B-Dunk in P5 at the moment. But it's a risk thing as well, you know. Maybe hoping for an early safety car and forcing everyone to go on the hard tyres. That's another thing he could have maybe thought of. But yeah, that's going to cost B-Dunk. He may still hold P5. We'll have to wait and see.
Alright, Hoop just closed the gap. I forget what it was, Mitchie, from, I think it was 9
seconds.
Yeah, it was 9 seconds down to 8.2.
Oh. Sorry, Edu, lock up right close to the back of Sinav. This is going to be a great fight here for P3. These two, the Aston Martin and the Ferrari. Here comes the Aston for the move for third, and he will... Oh, it's close. The Hunter looks like he's got... No, I think it's Fast AD who's gone around at the def corner, as our Edu now has gone through to third. The late notice of coming in as a reserve, Edu now up into position as Drexel losing positions left, right and centre, as FinFan trying to stay close here to Feta Cheese. Everybody just moving their way up here at the moment. Wow.
Yeah, like I said, quali was action-packed, and now the race is doing the same thing, you know. Still keeping this Hoop is down to 7.7 seconds to B-Dunk.
The problem here for him right now is once he gets up to them, those softs will be gone, and it's just going to turn into a DRS train. So it'll be interesting to see if he does get up to them and he'll have enough of the grip under him to go for the move. That's going to be the question in all this for Hoop here at the moment. 4.2 seconds for Louis over Bailey. Unless he makes a mistake like he did earlier in the race, he will win this race. Bailey, Edu, P3, Sinav trying to see if he get close again to the back of Edu here for third place. And it's just gonna be not enough for the time being. And B-Dunk trying to stay in that DRS, mainly to stay in the DRS so he doesn't get haunted down by Hoopalicious behind.
Shamrock is gonna get past Drix on the front straight.
Yep, Shamrock's going to be making some moves. So will Neymar. Let's watch Neymar. Neymar going to close here for the move here on FinFan. FinFan's got DRS as well, but Neymar should get this done side by side. And Neymar through. Does FinFan look for a back? No, he does not. Smartly sits behind the Alpine driver. And Feta is just going to sit behind Hoop here for a bit. See what margin they can gain on the cars ahead, and I think if the margin's not gained, you might try to see if you can go for a move on Hoop.
I mean, in just a lap time, Mitchie, I was watching the gap. He gained about 7 to 8 tenths a second to Bianchi in 1 lap.
Yeah.
But like you said,
It's,
if he catches up, are those softs going to be enough, or are they going to be dead by the time he gets there?
Well, it'll be interesting to see, and Ritzy Asencho who will win the race. Look, I think Louis, 4.5 seconds, it's too easy for him at the moment. He's just gone, unless he makes a mistake. And look, championship predictions, who knows? You can't really predict with a big, long championship like this year at the moment, because it can chop and change every so often. You know, look back at last season with Perondi and Hupalicious. If Perondi, and this was a 24-round championship of how Perondi's first half of the season went so well, and then the second half didn't go his way, you know, who knows what could have happened. So you can't, it's tough to predict. It's very tough to predict a champion here at the moment. 6.8 seconds, Hupalicious. Feta is all over him. And Neymar's coming into this as well. Neymar.
Yeah, you know, those softs are really going to pull out, because Neymar's on the younger soft compound tires.
Yeah.
As that is Boss Cookie, I believe it is.
Oh, let's just hold our breath. Oh, thank God that car's ghosted. That was almost a catastrophic incident there. But,
anyways, we'll go back to,
yeah. There's 2 fights here at the moment we've got to watch. It's P3 and P6, because Feta's in this, Neymar's sitting there behind, and then we've got the battle for 3rd place, because Bianchi's not out of this. If something happened between these two here, Bianchi could come through, take up the pickings, and get up into P3, so I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, exactly.
Time penalty.
You know, anything can happen in these last 5 laps. We saw it, I think it was the tier 3 race, Mitchie.
Go on, continue. Yes. The tier 3 race where there was multiple safety cars. I think that's the other reason why that happened. And
I was referring to the, I think it was the safety car restart.
Yes.
And the top, I think it was the top 4 took each other out except for Ardell.
And myself, so
yeah.
But
that was a really good race from you guys. Anyways, back up to the fight, as Bianchi is all over the back of Zinav right now.
Yeah, Bianchi trying to get close here to the back of Zinav, and yeah, folks, don't forget Tier 3, Tier 4 back on the BRL Twitch channel. We just had a few technical difficulties yesterday. We'll be back next week for the Chinese Grand Prix, as Bianchi still near this fight. Feta got very close to Hoop. Neymar, same thing. He's trying to get close up into this fight as well. 5.3 seconds. I don't think it's going to be enough here for Hoop to get up to that that 3rd, 4th, 5th place, unless we see safety car, which is a Supply Raptor around.
I think, Mitchie, don't quote me on this, but I believe there is no safety car after next lap.
Yes,
maybe it's
that's
this lap.
correct. No, it'll be with 3 laps to go as
Zinav is going to look for the move.
He's done it. I thought it was going to be all dramatic and everything, but no. Oh, Zinav has a moment as while Hoop and Feta side by side, and Hoop holds on, but here's Endu. Does Endu now go for the mid back? Look at this camera angle on the helicopter. Contact between the two, and Zinav holds on. If I'm Endu, I'd just be patient. You still got another 3 laps to go for this move back, and Bianchi's in there behind.
I wouldn't fight too hard if I was Edu and cause a collision and take yourself and Zinav both out of the running. Because that's just gut-wrenching if that happens to both you and the other driver.
And that's what Bianchi will be hoping for, that something happens, because I don't see Bianchi trying to go for the move on these two unless the opportunity comes. But Feta went for it around the outside of Hupalicious, didn't get enough, and he's lost some time here, and he's going to be under pressure here from Neymar. So it is absolutely all happening here at the moment as Bluscookie gets a time penalty. Coming up to 3 to go, and the safety car will not be deployed as of right now. As Endu now... Oh, Endu's off! And now B-Dunk's going to come through. And I want to point out here that Sinav got DRS off the decent car right there.
Whoa!
Oh, Edu
That
has
was
a moment.
very deep from Edu.
And B-Dunk says thank you very much. And that pretty much is confirmed Sinav for P3. As now, the Boss Cookie also a lap down as well. As Edu now, he's going to have to try to fight back here on B-Dunk if he possibly can. Because I think P3 might be out the window unless B-Dunk's got a little bit under him to try to pressure Sinav.
Well, also, Mitch, you look at the ERS difference between Zinav, B-Dunk, and Edu.
It's insane that Sinav saved that ERS. Those are the drivers that get the job done, the ones who saved it up really, really well. There's your top two. Louise just gone. Bailey second. And B-Dunk now trying to see if he can close up here on Sinav. Drunken Shamrock has passed FinFed back in the pack in P9. But maybe it's not over here for P3 because B-Dunk closing right up here at the moment. Sinav's going to get DRS here from Boss Cookie maybe. Because Cookie is on soft tyres and a lap down. So it's not over here for third place with 2 laps to go.
And Zinav did get DRS from Boss Cookie.
That's going to be frustrating for B-Dunk because he's so close to him. I think he would have passed him by now if he didn't get that
Zinav
DRS.
didn't have DRS. I think that would have been a move
Cookie
done.
lets him through. Cookie lets him through. This is going to be an interesting final lap. Who you got, everybody? B-Dunk or Sinav? Because if B-Dunk can get that good last sector in, get that good run as Drews gets a time penalty, B-Dunk could get this move done. So we'll have to wait and see. As it is absolutely all happening at the back. But it looks like it's calm between Hooper, Feta and Neymar as of right now. And, wow. 7.7 seconds for Louis over Bailey. And then it's Sinav third. B-Dunk just not close enough. He needs a good couple corners here if he wants to get this move done. If he wants to get a good run and go for it at turn 1.
Yeah, I'm just watching on board with B-Dunk. Zinav is trying to break the slipstream rather from B-Dunk.
But look at B-Dunk, 7% ERS. He's barely got none. He's going to be hoping for that DRS to help him out here. As a Sinav defence, we're on the final lap of the Grand Prix. Here for round number 1 for the Breakout Racing League. As does B-Dunk send it? Does B-Dunk send it? Oh, he does! There's contact! No, they're both gone! Oh! Actually, no, B-Dunk's hold on, excuse me. Sinav's the one that went around. B-Dunk held on to it. Oh! But I have a feeling there will be a few talking points after the race after that one. Wow.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, I feel bad for Zinav, but you can also put yourself in B-Dunk's shoes, Mitchie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Apologies, chat. My angle, it looked like both of them went around. But, Louis now, what a performance. Even after that small mistake. 8.5 seconds. This is just another Perondi, NzL Ryan type of drive here from a driver. The McLaren driver about to win here after 29 laps, pole position and a superb performance. Deer Hunter gets the fastest lap of the race as Louis will win the Bahrain Grand Prix here in Tier 1. Bailey will come. Bailey, a superb performance in P2, a superb drive. And B-Dunk in P3. We'll get our top 3 in just a second. I don't know if Louis will join. But, oh, what's happening? Neymar's had a moment. No, Neymar's got a flat tyre. As Truck and Shamrock and FinFan are going at it here. Is this going to go to the line? Oh, FinFan holds on. And Neymar will only just hold on with a flat tyre.
Is
wow.
odd.
Yeah. That's an odd one. Ferrari Nut comes home in P11, Sirhan in P12. But yeah, that is an odd one, isn't it?
I've never seen a puncture for softs on lap 11.
Nah, me either. That's an odd one. As Fast AD comes home in P14. But wow, what a race that was as Supply Raptor comes home in P15. Gets the fastest lap. Does Deer Hunter have the chance to take it off him? So we're not going to get an extra point for anybody in the top 10. But what a race, Diva. What a race.
Yeah, I need some water after that one.
Axel crossed the line.
After he does a few donuts first.
There we go. But, wow. What a superb race that was. Driver of the day, feta cheese. For the comeback, yeah, but I've got to go Louis.
I had my money on Hoopalicious that whole race for driver of the day.
Well, that first mistake definitely went crazy there. But, wow. What an absolute crazy race. And, wow. I'd like to point out here that who will win the race? The vote in the chat, Bailey was incredible votes. And then, wow. Well, there you go. But I'll vote the top three in just a second. Even though I don't know if Louis will probably join. But I'll be interested to see what B-Dunk has to say. There's your top three, everybody. What an absolute crazy race that was. There's the field. We'll see who we can get in here for this one. For this podium race. But, wow. What can you say? What can you say about that one? It was a crazy race, to say the least. And, wow. And, yeah. There's your results, by the way, everybody. Louis, Bailey, B-Dunk, Edu, Sinav in P5, Hoopalicious, Feta Cheese, Fin Fan, Drunken Shamrock, and Neymar with a puncher in P10 in this one. And, wow. What can you say? Since people have not read it up yet, I can't go into the showroom, unfortunately. But, how about you, Demas? Start us off with our third place man.
Alright, as always, we wish you guys include your audio. B-Dunk, probably not the race you were hoping for. Contact, the last lap, turn one. Walk us through it. You know, what were your thoughts? And, you know, were you planning on making the move for P3 in that final corner lap?
Yeah, quality definitely could have been better, and then the race, I went a little bit different with the strat. I tried to go for the undercut on the hards, because I knew the drop-off on the softs was going to be pretty big, so I went for a different strategy and tried to go for an undercut on everyone, and it seemed to work, but I just didn't really have the pace to keep up. And then, yeah, we were having a nice scrap for P3, me, EDU, and Zenev, and then I saw EDU went deep when I tried to go past him, and then final lap, I tried to go for it. I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely a send, but then he just turned down on me into the turn one. You know, I'd have to look at the replay again, but, you know, I apologize to Zenev. That was not intentional, and I'm probably definitely gonna lose this P3. It'll definitely be sent to the stewards, but, yeah, it wasn't intentional. So, yeah, P3 for now. I guess we'll see how far I end up dropping, but yeah, overall, pretty good race. I executed the strat the way I wanted to. It's just the outcome turn one wasn't what I wanted, so. But yeah, I was happy with the overall pace. So yeah, I guess we'll see what the stewards have to say. And GG to Bailey and VRA Louise, class of the field. Nobody was keeping up with them, so yeah. solid race otherwise.
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy race, but P3 for now. But we'll see what goes on towards the end. So, yeah. Congrats either way. As we move on to P2. Bailey, P2, great result. Almost maybe had a second chance to go for the lead, but getting the job done, podium here in T1. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. There's really not much to say. Good debut, I guess. Maybe, okay, I thought I had a chance when Luis binned it, and then that went away very quickly, so yeah, that's about it.
I respect that. I respect that. But well done either way on P2, and well done to Louis on the race win in position number 1. But Dima, thank you for joining me in the commentary box, even with our small little issues, but all good. But folks, we're done. T1 done. We're done for the week. And we now move on to our next one, the Chinese Grand Prix. Next week here, join us, Formula 2, realistic, then T3, T4, T2, T1 for all the action, because it's been an action-packed week. So thank you all for joining us. The absolute 35 to 36 people joining us. Thank you for watching, and join us next week here in T1. Goodbye.